Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. I'm making this video around 3:30 p.m. So if you have been following the ruling of the Federal High Court Abuja concerning Nnamdi Kanu, you will understand that Justice James Omotosho says that around 10 minutes to 4, he will come back to pronounce the ruling. I mean the sentencing. He have convicted Nnamdi Kanu in the whole 7-count charge, and count 1 to 4 has a death sentence, and from 5 to 6, I think has minimum of 21 years imprisonment, and the fourth one is important. The last one, that is the 7th count, is the importing of radio equipment and all those things. So, when Justice James Omotosho was reading what he was reading, I understand that Nnamdi Kanu did not put up defense because he was telling the judge and the prosecution team to show him the part of the written law that they are using to charge him. So I understand that he did not put up a defense, but I also see the whole thing Justice James Omotosho read. Honestly, I'm not a lawyer, but it's laughable. And there is no doubt that he is going to sentence Nnamdi Kanu, definitely, or should I say probably, to life imprisonment, because count 1 to 4 carries life imprisonment, of which he have convicted him in these counts. So that is apart. If you also look at another angle of this judgment, you will understand that the judge was somehow reading it out with anger. And to a point, the judge opened his mouth to say that Nnamdi Kanu exhibits tyranny, that he is not supposed to live, that he should not be allowed to live in a safe society. That is what the judge opened his mouth to say. So according to Sowore, this is a pre-written judgment. But, I'm not surprised at all, okay? Because this is not the first court judgment. There have been court judgments before this one that even the federal government did not respect. That proves their intention, like this is what we want to do, okay? Then some people may ask, what is the next step? Of course, we are not surprised by this ruling. I personally don't know about you. I'm not surprised by this ruling. I know that such a thing would happen. But the truth is this: Nnamdi Kanu cannot be kept in detention perpetually. That is just it. So I know that, the handwriting on the wall before is convict this man. Convict him. If you did not convict him, he will not stop Biafra agitation. Make sure this man is convicted. You sentence him. When you sentence him, then we'll have a negotiation table. We can tell him, now we can bring you out. Are you ready to stop the Biafra agitation and everything so that you come out? If not, you have been sentenced to death. You will lose your life. But what they should be afraid of, where Nnamdi Kanu will choose to be, choose death instead of him to agree to stop their agitation if they release it. I think that is where, that is the point that is going to surprise them. But, fortunately or unfortunately, the APC regime is not going to remain forever. This judgment is going to change a lot of things. This judgment will make people to go into, people that will go into politics just to oppose APC will go. People that will continue to fight, like the likes of Nnamdi Kanu now will rise. Okay, even though Nnamdi Kanu will not be kept in detention more than 1 year before they will free him, but the likes of Nnamdi Kanu, more than 100, may rise up. No, history has demonstrated this. I'm not just saying it. History has demonstrated it that you can't stop an idea. No, this thing is an ideology, because it's an ideology built on the protection of the people, whether you agree with it or not. That is simple thing there. Whether you agree or you did not agree, that does not mean that Nnamdi Kanu's ideology was not built on protecting his people through having a Biafra independence or a Biafra nation. No matter how you twist it. And I was listening to the judge, reading it, when Nnamdi Kanu was saying, Boko Haram is everywhere, we need to defend ourselves. These janjaweed are in our forests, raping our women. The governors did not set up any vigilante. We need to set up Eastern Security Network, who is a vigilante group and not an army. The judge was reading it out. Okay? The judge was reading it out. So I understand perfectly well what is laying out, Nigeria, as you know, have been facing lots of insecurity challenges because of the Islamic militias who are forming terrorists and have been killing people in the name of ethnic cleansing and religious violence in Nigeria. But you see the handwriting on the wall. The federal government are not interested. Like, they don't want to try these people. They don't even want anything at all to happen. They just want these people to go free, because people who are sponsoring these people are still in government. And that makes me keep thinking. The judges, the prosecution team, I saw what they are saying, what they said, but as in the thing makes me think whether I have a different kind of mentality, because you see people whose brothers and sisters are being killed every day by the terrorists, non-terrorists. Look at the most terrifying thing that happened. A bandit killed Assistant Commissioner of Police, took his cloth. On a peace deal, he wore the cloth come to the peace deal. The person strike a peace deal with the people. They gave him money again for killing Assistant Commissioner of Police, and such a person is already being trained to enter into the Nigerian army. So I want people to understand that this judgment is not just a judgment against Nnamdi Kanu. It's a judgment against the free people. It's a judgment against the free will. It's whether you like it or not. No matter what people might say, no matter what you will do, the fact remains that Nnamdi Kanu was right, and he is right, and he remains right due to the present continuous thing that is going on. The reason why he started Biafra agitation through Radio Biafra, I told people that Boko Haram gave Christians and Igbo people, the Southerners, 3 days to leave the northern Nigeria in 2012. Go and check the CNN report, check the BBC report, check the United Nations website. You will see that United Nations have to have a resolution on sectarian killing by the Boko Haram against the Christians in Nigeria. In that 2012, Nnamdi Kanu started Radio Biafra. They say you people should leave. Leave. If you did not leave, you will die. What he said, is it not happening up to today? It's happening. So because of that, he started Radio Biafra with the intention of defending his people. So no matter what anybody, either judge or a lawyer, would come out to say that, oh, Nnamdi Kanu did. What was the intention why he started? To protect his people. Those people that gave Christians 3 days ultimatum to leave the northern Nigeria today, some of them are brigadier general. Those who bomb church, some of them are in the army as colonel. What kind of society do we have, or are we living? Honestly, I think the time is now. But you see, my message to people, to Nnamdi Kanu supporters, to everyone who is following Nnamdi Kanu and understands what he represents, my message to you is simple. Nothing is happening. Okay? Just take it that nothing is happening, because if you have been following this case for over 10 years, you will understand that this is what they plan to happen. So it's not like something that you did not expect that is going to happen. It is something that we expected, that yes, this thing is going to happen. Yeah. So what is the next thing? I know the next thing is the federal government will now say we have to grant Nnamdi Kanu freedom. Like what I said before, based on negotiation on the table, based on this, and then maybe Tinubu he will use it to trade his 2027 political gain, to make him have vote in the southern and eastern west part of country, because he knows that in the north he's not having any vote there. So these are just, I see it like a political movement. So, and the last thing I want to say about the case for now is, I saw the judge trying to repeat that Nnamdi Kanu is against London, UK, Nnamdi Kanu is against America, Nnamdi Kanu wanted to attack ambassador. Jesus. Are you serious? That Nnamdi Kanu wanted to attack High Commission, that Nnamdi Kanu is an international terrorist. When Omotosho made that statement, I said, yes, that is the game. That is the game. Omotosho ruled that Nnamdi Kanu is an international terrorist for trying to cause an international incident, for trying to attack United Kingdom consulate, for trying to attack America. I said, no, Nnamdi Kanu never wanted, he never had intention to do this. No, you are wrong. You are wrong. And he is saying this based on the tape they played before him. However, these tapes has not gone through, what is it called? Has not gone through, I'm forgetting what they do call it. Like, you have to prove these tapes, whether they are AI generated clips, or, someone can be talking and we generate audio for the person to be talking in a real video. And so those videos did not pass through those tests and so on and so forth. But that is not the issue for the now. The issue now is that, yes, these people, after 10 years, have been able to carry out what is in their mind. So, what next? Stay tuned as I bring to you what is unfolding and what might likely happen after today.
Dear friends of the free world, I want to protest against the treatment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the hero of Biafra, the Mandela of Nigeria, and the Rugova of West Africa, a peaceful man, a trusted man, a credible personality of global standing, and is treated so shamelessly in the kangaroo courts of Nigeria this morning. It's an absolute disgrace, and the free world asks and calls Therefore, the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, and Kaja Kallas, the Foreign Minister of the European Union, to punish Nigeria and to make very clear no more support for Nigeria if Mazi Kanu is not freed and liberated immediately, in this kind of mock political Stalin's kind of prosecution which the Nigerians have copied from the Soviet Union and Yugoslavia is an absolute disgrace and must be ended, and he must be free. Free Mazi! Free Mazi! Free Mazi! Here from Vienna we shout that loud and clear, and I hope the world is listening, hearing, and saying to Nigerian authorities in their brutal authoritarian style that this must stop. Liberate Mazi, free him, he must be free. Thanks a lot, all the best.